Hey guys, this is Bruce with Brew Noah LLC back here again. As you guys can see, let's jump right in. You're angry, you're hurt, and you blame everyone but yourself. Let's jump right in, guys. But go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. But seriously, this is a fun topic. I want to talk about this. This is not a beat up session. You know, one of the things that my team specializes in is that we build people up and we grow people. We never want to hurt people. But the reason for the aggressiveness in the title is to get your attention because I would say probably about 80% of the world, 90% of the world feels this way. Okay. So let's talk about it. So majority of you, whenever I have a client and they want to overcome, one of the biggest things they want to overcome is their anxiety and anger and lack of love. It's one of the three biggest things they want to overcome. But all of these fit in the same box, okay? When it comes to overcoming any type of emotion that you feel, especially a negative emotion, it always starts at the source, and it always starts. I always start with a very basic beginning to overcoming it, and without fail, about 99.9% of the time, by the time this conversation is over, they are completely healed because I give them a totally different perspective that they don't really think about. Okay, and I'm gonna share that with you guys right now. The reason why, and don't take this the wrong way or do, either or, it's the honest truth. Take it how you want, which further proves my point by the end of this video. The reason why you're so angry, and the reason why you have so much anxiety, and the reason why you're so upset, why you're so hurt, and why you're depressed, is simply because you don't take accountability for anything that you do, and you point fingers at everyone else as to why you are failing, why you're angry, why you're hurt, why you're upset, why you have anxiety. Now listen to me. Listen to me. That may be hurtful for a lot of you to hear, okay? But you're human. You're human, okay? So this isn't a beat up session in terms of hurting you. It's just more to get your attention because I was just like you, okay? We all have been. Once you wake up and become enlightened and you become free, you notice things about yourself of how you were, and that's why you don't judge anyone because everyone is all love, and I love any and everyone, and I understand that this particular person who may be feeling rage or anxiety or depression was just like me, okay? Listen to me, okay? You have to, in order to overcome, there's one main thing you have to do. You have to look in the mirror and you have to take full accountability for any and everything that has happened to you. And understand that it is entirely your responsibility and it is the reason why you're in the position that you're in. The universe has mirror principle, which means that what you are witnessing and what you're seeing and what you're feeling around you is the same as that energy that you give out. Okay? Now there's a lot of people, and this hits home for a lot of people, especially our clients that we have helped. Millions, by the way. Whenever I tell them that that their reality of what they're experiencing is a reflection of their energy. One of the main things they do is they'll say, "Oh no, like I'm a really nice person. I'm sweet. See, look at me. I'm smiling. I'm happy. Blah 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 blah." And I go, "Okay, but what about your thoughts, right?" And they always pause. A lot of you are under the assumption that your thoughts are random or that you cannot control your thoughts. So there's a lot of you, and I was like you, that are walking around from the moment you wake up until the moment you sleep. You're hearing voices and you're hearing all these negative things 24/7, and you're hearing some very very aggressive type of I'm gonna say content in your head of what you're hearing, right? And you think that that's just a part of me and that's just a normal part of life. That is nothing more than your ego and your subconscious programming in terms of the things that you've experienced, the things you've done, the things you've witnessed, the things you hear, and it's all accumulated in terms of your mind. It has completely taken over your mind entirely. Now, with that being said, regardless of what you hear, it is not an excuse to be hurtful or hateful towards anyone. But a lot of you use this as an excuse, and this is how I prove my point. We tell a lot of our clients, we say, "Hey, you say that you're not hateful at all, and you say you're not this, you're not that, right?" And I say, "Okay." So what we do is, I'll tell them, go to a random coffee shop or go park your car at a very busy gas station, or just go somewhere public and just sit and relax. And I want you to watch me. I want you to people watch. And what I tell them is, I'll say, hey, do me a favor. Just within your thoughts, as you're watching these people, okay? Listen to what your thoughts are saying about these people. And they always go, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah. And I'll be like, think about all the negative and nasty and hurtful things that you may not be speaking out loud, but that your subconscious and that your identity, what your mind is saying about these people. And what I mean by that is your mind is saying hurtful and negative and nasty things that you won't even dare repeat out loud because you'll walk around with a smile like you're such a good person. But you know deep down how horrible and how disgusting and how nasty your thoughts are, right? And it's one of the main ways I can tell whether anytime I talk to my clients what kind of life they have. I can just feel it because it's the subconscious, the thoughts, the heart doesn't lie, right? And too many times we just continue to go through life and we just continue to just hurt people, and then we're also hurting. But one thing I know for certain is that if someone is walking around with an aggressive demeanor, then I know that they're an aggressive person. If someone is walking around with a very sad demeanor, I know that they're a very sad person. If someone is walking around with a very hurt demeanor, I know they're a very hurt person. Regardless of if you get their attention and they do a quick little smile and they and then they go back. Right? Regardless of them doing that, the heart never lies. And our bodies and our image is a direct reflection of our soul. It's a direct reflection of who we are, right? The system that God has put together for all of us is fully transparent. I like to use ladies in this example. A woman's intuition is so strong that you guys know, women know whenever something's off. Even without even meeting a person. They know when they meet somebody that something's just off about the thoughts of this particular person, or something's off about what they're thinking and what they're saying. And men, when you put aside your bravado and your toughness, right, you also can tap into your intuition and you can just tell when situations are off or things are off. Well, listen, there's a lot of different things about a person that tells you who they are. It's a beautiful system that once you see it, you can't unsee it. And I always tell clients, I say, be honest. I say, there's no judgment with us here. How negative and nasty are the voices you hear? And they let us know. They're like, oh yeah, they're pretty disgusting. They're pretty terrible. Right? And I say, listen, don't worry about it. No judgment. But you have to take control. Okay, and one of the first ways you take control of your thoughts and of your anger, of your anxiety, of what you feel, your sadness, depression. One of the first things you have to do is you have to take full accountability yourself. No one is to blame but you. If you're angry, it is you. It is you versus you. If you're sad, it is 100% you. I don't care what somebody does. I don't care what they did to you. You have a choice on what emotion you want to take. And when you take the easy emotions, for example, when you go the route of anger and regret and shame and depression and sadness, and I mean those are easy. That's easy. It is easier to walk around here being angry at the world and blame the world for all your problems than it is for you to be happy and take full accountability for who you are. Think about that. Anytime someone hurts you, it's always an easier reaction to be hurtful back. That's easy. So all this fake toughness of people that feel like, oh, you got to be a certain way in this life to thrive. You got to be tough. It's a dog eat dog world and blah, blah, blah. All BS that you've been taught. All of it's lies. Listen, if you want to be strong, and you want to be blessed and you want to have an amazing, beautiful life, you have to be able to take any and every situation and understand that regardless of what someone has done and regardless of what they do to you, that ultimately it is a mirror principle and it is the energy that you attracted. So you can walk around all day long smiling at people, say, good morning, good morning, doing this fake niceness, but you know, and only you who's watching this video, you know what your thoughts are. You know what your thoughts are. You know what you think. You know what you think when you watch videos. You know that the judgment and the haterism is what I'd like to call how negative and nasty you are. And the reason why I know you know is because I knew it. I was someone who was extremely popular, very loved, made a lot of money, did very well in my career, did very well in life, did very well with women, did very well just in general, right? And just overall, everyone saw me as a very good person, right? Because I could walk around like the best of them, and I could smile, and I can laugh, I can joke, I can do all these different things. But it wasn't until somebody did that exercise on me where I realized that I was a horrible human being. Regardless of what I put out to the public, behind closed doors, my private thoughts, the things I thought when I saw strangers, I was a pure hater. And my life reflected that. Because even though I had all the materialistic things, the money, the women, everything, all that stuff, none of it lasts. None of it lasts, because as quick as you get that money, it goes away. As quick as you get the girls, they go away. As quick as you get the success in the career that you thought that you wanted, it goes away. Because it's all controlled by God, and God is not going to reward you. You can fake it. You can work hard. You can do all these different things. You can get in amazing shape and do all these different things to kind of fake it. But you can only get so far before karma takes it all away from you, because God knows our thoughts. And that's deep when you really think about it. It wasn't until I shifted my mind, took full accountability for any and everything, all of my actions, everything that's happened, my trauma, depression, sadness, anxiety, wealth, took full responsibility for all of it. And then the moment I did, everything changed. I'm married now, but I found my wife that flowed to me with ease, my beautiful wife. I found wealth just flowing to me without me even trying, without me even working hard. I built more muscle mass and a better body without even working without nearly working out as hard as I have been. I used to work out 6 to 7 days a week, and I've achieved more in progression working out 2 to 3 times out of a week than I have before then. Opportunities just flow my way. I get job offers all the time. My business is just thriving and booming. Things are just happening with ease, simply because I just made the shift to not be a hater and to see beauty and love in any and everybody. It is truly that simple. This is what we teach. It requires work in the beginning, but ironically enough, it's instant. It's one of those things where once you get it, you get it. But a lot of you don't get it, and a lot of you don't take the leap to change, and a lot of you are afraid to change. And a lot of you are worried about being judged, and a lot of you are worried about what you're going to lose and what you're trying to get. And a lot of you are so focused on chasing all these materialistic things that you think you want, without realizing that once you get it, you're going to lose it anyway. like this world is not what you think it is. God is love. And it is your duty as a human being to be as close to God as possible. And the one thing God does is God loves, and God doesn't make excuses. The same logic applies to us. We love and we don't make excuses. And when you get to a point where you love any and everything, but have no attachment to anything, you get everything. That's why I tell people when they talk about manifestations, they say, "Oh, well, you gotta manifest this and you can manifest that." You get everything. You get the wealth. You get the love. You get happiness, joy. Your depression's gone, sadness gone, anxiety's gone. All you do, you go to bed happy and you wake up happy. I mean, I used to go to bed so angry and wake up angry, and I'll go throughout my whole entire day angry at the world. I would go my entire day I'll go to sleep with anxiety and wake up with anxiety. I'll go to sleep hurt and wake up hurt. And 90% of you are all doing the same exact thing. And I'm telling you, life is not that hard. Life is easy, but it requires you to change. Okay? You don't have to do it alone. I'm here to help. My team is here to help. There are other guys out there, other guys and women out there who when they become free, we have this calling that once you become free, we're meant to teach and spread the word and spread these messages to all of you. If you're watching this video, it's for you. I tell my clients, we're better than therapy and we're cheaper than therapy. Because my goal isn't to have you book 7, 8, 9 sessions and charge you $600 per session. My goal is to have you book one session and within an hour, you're cured. Go enjoy life. We're so good at what we do that we have clients that rebook us just to talk to us, just to tell us how amazing they've been and how things are and how they're helping other people and helping and asking for advice on what to do with whatever content they're creating or anything like that. That's how good we are. Because no disrespect to therapy, because therapy has helped quite a few people. But when you learn how a lot of this works, and when you learn that staying in trying to find the core root of why you're sad, trying to find the core root of why you're depressed, trying to find the core root of why you're not happy, just makes you more unhappy. like you don't get anywhere with that type of mentality or logic. You don't have to figure out why you're angry. You don't have to figure out why you have anxiety. You don't have to figure out why you're depressed. You don't have to figure out why you're just mad at the world. You don't have to figure out why you don't have the wealth or abundance that you're seeking. You simply just have to not do it. It doesn't matter why you're angry. Just stop being angry. Doesn't matter that you have an anxiety. Stop having anxiety. It doesn't matter that you're unhappy. Be happy. It is truly that simple, but it's here. And this is why we're here. And this is why my team is here. And this is why we create these videos. And this is why we create all this content. And this is why we put these things out on TikTok and Instagram. This is why we're growing at a crazy rate. This is why we write books. We write books. This is the reason why we do. You Matter, by the way. Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Read it. Change your life. There's an ebook version of that too. So you can by the end of this video, download it, buy it, and you can read it. But seriously, we're here to serve the world. And we're here to serve you guys. But a lot of you are walking around here pretending like everything's perfect and everything's fine. And you know what's going on in your thoughts. You know. You know you're not. And all I'm saying is, take the leap and change and join us. And turn your life around right now, today. Assuming there's an appointment open. It might, good problem to have if the appointments are usually booked out. But if their appointment is open, book your appointment right now. And I'm telling you, you simply won't be the same after it. And this is real things. This isn't no hypno, no. I mean, there's nothing against hypnos or none of that. But this is real conversation, and we dive into the subconscious. We dive into the mind, and I dive into the heart. Those are our only two goals. Because once I have your heart, and once I have your mind, you're free. Congratulations. Go out, have fun, find love, get some prosperity. Go do your business. Go do whatever it is you want to do, because you're going to feel like you can take on the world. And you can, because you're going to have the power of God behind you. That's what we do. We love you. God loves you. Thank you guys for your time. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good one.